Dear students, welcome you all for the 8th session of first chapter of GST. So in this chapter, we are going to discuss GST Council, its introduction, then its structure, then its quorum of meeting, and also decision making activity of council. So let's discuss what is GST Council. Let me begin. So GST Council is one of the very important development in Goods and Service Tax Act. So many states and many state ministers opposed the formulation of GST Council initially, but with the negotiation of the states and the center, the GST Council was formed. So it is a joint forum of the center and the state. So where even the central government also will act as a member, and also the state government also will act as a member of the council. It's a joint forum. So as per 217A article subsection 1 of the amended constitution, GST Council to be constituted by the president within 60 days from the commencement of article 279A. Now what is 279A? 279A article gives the or empowers the president to formulate GST Council. So that is a forum of center and also the state. So he can use that authority and he has to form the GST Council within 60 days from the commencement of article 279A. Then it comprises of finance minister of the union as the chairman, that is the central finance minister, and ministers of the states, that is finance minister of the state, as members. Then the decision of the council is taken by 3/4 majority. So in 100, 3/4 means it is 75% majority should be there for taking any decision in favor of GST Council. Then the center gets 1/3 voting power and the state collectively have 2/3 voting power. So total voting power is divided between the center and the state. So major part of the voting power goes to the central government, that is 1/3. So it is usually is 33.33%, and remaining 66.6% will be in the hands of the state governments. Now what is the objective of GST Council? So objective of GST Council is to make the recommendations to the union and also the states with regard to various aspects of GST. Since GST was formed or implemented in 2017, after implementation only we will get so many problems, so many issues related to GST Council. So GST Council has to call the meeting from time to time and make the recommendations to the union and the state. Then structure of council. So what is the structure of council? Who and all will be the member of council? So as you know, finance minister of the center will act as a chairman of the GST Council. Then minister of the finance or any other minister nominated by the state government. So here, if the state government do not have the finance minister, they can nominate any other minister to attend the meeting of the GST Council. So usually the Minister of the Finance will be the member of the GST Council. Then the Revenue Secretary is ex officio secretary of the council. So there will be a revenue secretary for the GST. So that person, okay, who has cleared the IRS will be acting as a ex officio secretary of the council. So this revenue secretary will be appointed by the government in the revenue department. So he will act as a ex officio secretary of the council. Then chairman of the CBDT is a permanent invitee. In the sense he is an invitee. He is not a member as such, but he is a permanent. Anytime, if there is any GST Council meeting, he can attend without any problem. Then additional secretary to GST Council. So revenue secretary will be the ex officio secretary. So there will be additional secretary to GST Council. So that this is the new post which is created. So we will be the member of council. Then the commissioner in the GST Council. So there will be different commissioners. 4 commissioners will be there in the GST Council. So they will be also the member of the council. Now let us come to the important point, that is quorum and decision making authority. So what is the quorum of the meeting? So the quorum of the meeting is 50% of the total members should be present in the meeting. So out of the 100 members, there should be minimum 50 members who should be present in the GST Council meeting. If there is 49, then GST Council cannot take place. A meeting cannot take place. then 75% of the majority of the weighted votes of the members who are present. So there should be 75% of the majority of the weighted votes should be passed in favor of the any decision. If it is less than 75%, then that decision cannot be taken. So out of 100, out of the total members present, 75% of the weighted votes should be considered in favor of the decision. Now, central government has already, we have discussed, central government has 1/3 of the weighted votes, that is 33.33%. So, but here central government alone cannot make the decisions. If all the state government oppose the decision made by the central government, then they cannot, central government cannot take the or cannot pass any decision. Even state government alone also cannot pass the decision. If all the state governments together are in favor of a decision, if the central government is not in favor of the decision, then they also cannot take the decision. So it is both the sides. Even center also cannot make, state also cannot make. Only together both center and state can make the decision. So that is what the weighted votes count. Now calculation of votes, how the votes are counted. So WT means weighted total votes. Here weighted votes of center, C means center, plus weighted votes of state government. So weighted VT means total votes in favor of the proposal. Then WC means votes in favor of central government. WS means votes in favor of by the state. So this is how the decisions are taken in the GST Council. If they get majority 75% vote, then that decision will be passed in the meeting and it will be implemented. And if it is less than 75%, then that decision cannot be implemented. This is how the structure of GST Council. So thank you for watching this video.